How are you, my friends? In this video, I'm presenting additional solved questions. So this will help you to understand better the algebra course lectures. These additional solved questions are related to factoring two terms. I have another video on factoring three terms. Then there's another video on factoring four or more terms. Let's start. In this one, I will present almost 10 different questions. Let's see, just to remind you, in the two terms, the binomials, these are the formulas used, difference between two squares. Just remember that. You can put x squared minus y squared. Sometimes you will see a squared minus b squared. It's the same. A minus b, a plus b. You can use any letters, actually. This is the sum of two cubes, cube plus cube. This is a cube minus cube. You can find all these. Now remember, x squared plus y squared, we cannot factor in real numbers unless we have complex numbers. Now, question number one. See, this is question number one, but I counted here 1, 2, 3 questions that are different. So these are 3 questions in the question number one, 3 parts. Factor out the greatest common factor. Look here, please. You have to read carefully, please. 6k, 3k plus 1 cubed minus 3k plus 1 power 4. Remember, the question is factoring. So do not even think of expanding. Some students will think of expanding. That's completely wrong here because we need to factor. So what is common here? What is common? The smallest power. I will show you. We always look for the common factor. See, this is the smallest power. 3k plus 1, that's the same term. Power 3, power 4. So power 3 is the smallest. This is the GCF. We call it GCF. So we take it out. You see? That's the given. Take it out. So when I take this one out, I left with 6k minus. If I take here power 3, only power 1 is left, which is 3k plus 1 in the bracket, only power 1. Now leave this yellow. I will explain it after this one here. So simplify now, 6k minus, so put minus 3 and then minus with the plus minus 1. You can add. Now here, look at this. This is a simple example. You can see it everywhere. And our example is more difficult. See 5y minus 10. What is common here? That's so simple. 5 is the common, so I write 5, y minus 2. See the 5 here, this is the 5 here, this one here. 3k plus 1, power all 3, this is the 5, this is this 5 here. And then what's left inside? 5y divided by 5 is y, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So this is the common now. 3k plus 1 cubed, and here you have to simplify for sure inside the bracket. 6k minus 3k is 3k minus 1. That is the final answer. Okay, very nice question. You want to try number 2? 2y minus 1, y minus 6 plus 13, 6 minus y. Let's find the common factor. See, there is a little trick here. Y minus 6, 6 minus y. See, this is close, but they are not equal. You have to do something. See, I can take here minus from this bracket and put here minus 13. Let me show you. Okay, because I know, see, we know that 6 minus y, if I take minus out, this is in basic algebra. If I take minus out, this becomes y minus 6. This is the same here. Because minus times the y will be minus y, minus 6 will be plus 6. So you can take this or you can take that. So instead of 6 minus y, I will write this one here. But see, the minus goes with the 13 outside. Now look here. 2y minus 1 bracket y minus 6. Here y minus 6 is common. See GCF? Y minus 6. This is similar to this 5 here. You see this 5? common between 5y and 10, it will be the same as y minus 6 out. 2y minus 1 minus 13. Now we have to add here, simplify, 2y minus 14. Now before we finish, we notice here, 2 is another GCF. You cannot leave it. You have to factor completely. So take the 2 out, y minus 6, and if you take 2 from here, y minus 7. That's the final answer. Now, number 3, I think more difficult. Well, let's see. Minus 7 here, something A's, B's, 14, 21. If you want to try, you can pause the video and try. Then you can come back to the solution. I will show you the solution now. C part. I notice that minus 7, I will take the whole minus from this, from this, from this. You see, if I take minus 7, this will be out. And then this is a plus, becomes a minus. This is a plus, also becomes a minus. Remember, because I took a minus. Minus 7. Let's look at A's now. A power 4, A. So that's A in the common. Let's look at B squared, B cubed, B power 4. Take the smallest, B squared. So we can say minus 7AB squared is the greatest common factor. Take it out, and inside now, you can divide, if you like, this one, the given, by the GCF. You get A cubed. Or you can compare it. If you take 7 from there, there is a minus 2b, and then minus 3b squared. Now we cannot factor this, a cubed minus 2b minus 3b squared. Just leave it if you cannot factor more. If you can factor it, you have to factor it 3 terms. 3 terms, we go to lecture number 11. Okay. Now let's see, nice question. 2 terms. Factor the binomial completely. Really important question. Y power 7 minus y. That's it. Not complicated. You want to try? You can. Y power 7 minus y. I can see something so easy. There is a common here, which is y. And then continue after that. Okay, let's see now if you have tried. Let's check your answer. Now the answer for this one is a little long. You will see now, this is 2 terms, but the answer is little long. Look at the answer here. I will explain now. 1 factor, 2 factors, 3 factors, 4 and 5 factors. This is the long answer. You have to multiply all this if you need to get y power 7 minus y only, believe it or not. Let's see, is there a common factor? Yes. You see there is a y here in the common, y power 6 minus 1. Now y power 6 minus 1, this is 2 terms actually, 2 terms. So I can make it similar to this one, the first formula in 2 terms, difference between 2 squares. So I can change y power 6 into y cubed power 2, because this is 6. And then the 1, I can write 1 squared. You see now this y, see this y cubed here? Y cubed is this x here. See the 1 here is this y. Every x in the formula now is y cubed. Every y in the formula is this 1. So I can say x minus y, which is y cubed minus 1, and then x plus y, y cubed plus 1. That's the difference between 2 cubes. That's the formula here, second one. And that's a sum of 2 cubes is the first formula here. See, this one has the second formula because difference, minus. This one here, y cubed plus 1, is this formula. Just apply it there. You know how to apply it. X will be the y, and y will be the 1. So it will be y minus 1. See here, y minus 1, y squared plus y plus 1, etc. That's the answer. You can do this 2 times, 3 times to understand the main basic idea. Let's see, question number 3 also has 3 parts. See, the first 2 are normal, not normal, normal, nice. And the last one is a nice question. Nice, interesting question. Number 3. Number 3 is very interesting. Okay, let's see part 1 in question number 3. 3k to the power 8 plus 24k to the power 5. Is there a common? This is 2 terms, this is 2 terms, this is 2 terms. So we are in additional solve questions in 2 terms. Is there a common factor here? Yes, there is a 3, and we take the smallest power, k power 5. Then we continue. You want to try? You can, but I will give you for sure 1 minute to try number 3 because it's so nice. You will see. Let's see number 1 in question 3. First part is easy. GCF now is 3 and 24. 24 is 3 times 8. K power 5, because k power 5 is the smallest power. So this is the common. Now, k cubed plus 8. Remember the formula here, sum. You see, I wrote the formula for you. Or you can go back if the formula is not here. So this should be in your mind here. X cubed plus y cubed, x plus y, x squared minus xy plus y squared. There is no 2 here, remember. Now, k cubed plus 8 after you take 3k power 5. So k here is the same as the x. See, this is k. 8, see the 8 is 2 cubed. 2 cubed. See, this is y cubed, 2 cubed. 8 is 2 cubed. So this is 2 from the y here, not from the formula. Formula xy, you can have here any number. You can have k cubed plus m cubed. But here you have 2 cubed. So that's why we have this 2, not from the formula. Y squared, this is y2 squared, and 4. So this is the final answer here. You want to try number 2, please? I think very nice question, this one. 5 d to the power 5 minus 80d. I think there is a common in the numbers, there is a common in the letters. Okay, let's see. Second one. I see 5 is common. Okay. 5, because 80 is 5 times 16. See, the 16 is there. There is a d common also, smallest power 1. And d power 5 becomes here d power 4. So 5d is the GCF. I take it out. Now d power 4 minus 16. I know this formula here. You know this blue formula. Difference between 2 squares. That's the easy formula. X squared minus y squared is equal x minus y, x plus y. Suppose I have, see, this is extension of this. Suppose I have x power 4 minus y power 4. Easily I can factor x squared minus y squared, and here x squared plus y squared. If you multiply this, you get that one. So I can start with the green one here, d power 4 minus 16. It will be d squared minus 4, d squared plus 4. That's the factoring for power 4. Now I go to squared, I use this blue formula, difference between 2 squared. D squared minus 4 becomes d minus 2, d plus 2. Unfortunately, this one, we cannot factor in real numbers. No factoring. You can try if you want. You can try if you have some free time, but there is no factoring for this one here in the real numbers. So that's the answer, 5D. Remember, I will say this again, 5D, part of the answer, d minus 2, d plus 2, d squared plus 4. That's the whole answer for number 2. Please, please, please try number 3 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You can pause the video and try and check your answer. It will help you a lot. It's so nice. Inside we have here 4 bracket AC plus 2BC all squared minus 16 C to the power 4. But please, before you start, I will tell you something here. Do not expand. Don't try to make this one larger or bigger. Do not use expansion. Do not multiply. In other words, do not multiply. Leave it, because see the question here, factor. So we have to make the answer brackets multiplied by each other. So please do not expand. Do not say squared, squared, leave it. I can give you the little hint here. Take a common, you see the common here, C? AC plus 2BC. There is a common here. Take it out. That's the trick. Now, did you try this part 3 in question number 3? If you have tried, the answer should be 4C squared A plus 2B minus 2C times A plus 2B plus 2C. That's the complete factoring. Let me explain in details all the solution here. Now, this is the question given. This is the question. I advised you, do not expand because it will complicate the question. Now, AC plus 2BC inside the bracket squared. I notice here, there is a common factor C inside the bracket. So I take it out, see? C is out inside the bracket. C times A plus 2B, all that squared. See, this is C is a number, times the bracket A plus 2B, this is one number, squared. So I can say squared, squared. This is the formula here. I put this one to help you. If you have a number and a number, squared, times, remember this is a times only, x squared times y squared. So this x here in the formula, this is the C, this C here, and this y is A plus 2B. So I square each one. So now I have 4, see 4 in the question, 4 I did not touch, 4, 4, 4, 4, 16C power 4 also I leave it. I will do it later. So now this is C squared is the common here, A plus 2B squared. Now let's look, this is a term minus a term. See what is common now, 4 and 4 is the common 4, C squared, we have C power 4 here, so C squared is common. Now inside again, A plus 2B squared, I have it here, minus 4C squared. Now this is another formula, remember, something squared minus something squared. Remember this something here. And you have to play with this number here. Remember 4C squared, you can make it 2C all bracket squared. Remember that. 4C squared. You make it 2C all squared. Now this is similar to this formula here, the blue one. X squared minus y squared. So it's x minus y, x plus y. But remember x now is this one, A plus 2B. See, this is the x here. I put here this one to help you. Y is 2C inside because we have 2C all squared. So y is 2C. Now, x minus y, so this is A plus 2B minus 2C plus 2C. And don't forget the common here, 4C squared. Very nice question, really. It has two common factors. Let's see now question number 4, MCQ type, multiple choice question. We need here, find the sum of all factors of this, 64 minus 3x plus 2 all cubed. See the idea here, you factor it. This is the whole idea. Just factor this. See this one cubed, you have to make this one cubed to see the formula of two terms. 64 will be 4 cubed and minus 3x plus 2, this is all like y cubed. factor it normal. When you finish, okay, take the factors and add them. Find the sum means add them. Then you find one of these answers. It's a little long here. Let's see. Okay, now this is the question. 64 minus 3x plus 2 cubed. So I can take 64 as 4 cubed, you see? 4 cubed minus this one. Remember the formula, difference of two cubes, x cubed minus y cubed. I'll put the formula here to help you. So this is x now is the 4. And y is 3x plus 2. Just write x minus y. 4 minus, this is the y. But remember here, you need the bracket. Remember, in the y here, you need a bracket because you have two terms. X squared, so this is x squared. Xy, just to multiply this xy in the bracket. And then y squared. See, this is the y, 3x plus 2 squared. This is a long question, lengthy question. Now this one, you have to change the sign inside the bracket. Minus 3x minus 2, and then let me finish it. 4 minus 2 is 2 minus 3x. Leave it now. Let's go in the big bracket here. You need a lot of work here. 4 squared, you can write 16. 4 times 3x is 12x. 4 times 2 is 8. Now this one, you have to remember the formula. Perfect square trinomial. 3x plus 2 squared. See, remember, a plus b. This is a, 3x, and b is 2. So it will be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Remember, here we have 2, but in the formula and the factoring, a difference between two cubes, there is no 2 here. Remember, some students, they make a mistake and put 2 here. Only we have the 2 in this perfect square trinomial. So do it, please. Just apply a 3x squared, and then 2ab, this is 2a, 3x and 2, the b here, plus b squared, 2 squared. Now, remember, this is inside the bracket. So this is 9x squared, 2 times 2, 4, 12x plus 4. Now we have to add all this. Squared, now we have the squared is the 9. We have 12x is 24. We have 16. 8 and 4, this is 28. Now what is this? This is the factoring of this one here. But the question says, find the sum. So we take this one and we add this one here. If the question, remember please guys, if the question only factor, we stop here, factor, finished. But the question says, let me show you. The question says, find the sum. So here in the answer, you need to add the factors after you factor. Okay. Now, from the previous, this is the factoring here, the complete factoring. This one here, see that? This is the complete factoring. Find the sum. So I take the first, and then I add, because the question says, find the sum. Add with this. See, when you add, there is no squared here, so that's squared. 24x, there's a minus 3, so 21. 2 and 28 is plus 30, so we can see the answer is the D in the multiple choice questions. Number 5, we have two parts, M and N. Well, the first one is ugly. It looks ugly, actually. The second one is so simple. Let's start with the ugly one. Factor the expressions completely. Now you have, I think it's very good idea for part M to pause the video a little and look at it. See the whole idea here. This is one term. See all this, one term plus another term. It's not a good idea, never, to expand. See, this is so much big power here. So try to see what is common from this term, take it out. I will help you here. See, x squared plus 4 power 4. And I see on this side here, x squared plus 4 power 5. So I take the smallest power, this one here, take out. This one, x minus 2 power 4. This is x minus 2 power 3. I take the smallest. This one, I take it out. And you continue this way until you get the answer. Please try it. And when you are ready, let's go together to the answer. Part M. Did you get this, please? 2x squared plus 4 all power 4. X minus 2 all cubed, 7x squared minus 10x plus 8. Now, if you can factor this, you have to do it. But this one cannot be factored. Now, let's see the method. Just look for the greatest common factor. See, here we have 5. There is no 5 here. 2x there and 4 is there. So 2 is common. See, first I decide about the greatest common factor. I told you about power 4. Because the smallest power, and here power 3. This is the power 3, x minus 2 cubed. So this one is common in this term and in this term. Take it out. You see, this is out here. This is power 4, this is power 3, this is 2. Now what's left inside, you have to expand inside. Unfortunately, you have to simplify inside. Expand means you simplify inside the bracket. So what's left with 5x, because the 2 is out, and only x minus 2. Now here we have x squared plus 4. There is 1, 2 also, and 2 is out because we have 4. Just pay attention here for this line, please. All right, now let's multiply 5x squared minus 10x, 2x squared plus 8. We can add here like terms. Squared with the square 7 minus 10x plus 8. That's the complete. Remember, this is the whole complete for M part. That's the ugly part. Let's see the easy one. 1 plus 1 over x all squared minus 1 minus 1 over x all squared. Please try to find the complete factoring for this. If you are ready, let's go together to see the answer. Believe it or not, the answer is 4 over x. Oh my goodness. Let's see. See, you don't have to expand. You don't have to expand here directly. Remember this formula? Difference between two squares. You can put x squared minus y squared. You can put a squared minus b squared. You can put m squared minus n squared. This is only variable or letters. Now, this one here, see, this is a. This is a here. So I can write 1 plus 1 over x, bracket. Write it here. You don't have to put bracket, but you have to put bracket in the second one. Why? Because we have a minus. But I put bracket only so that it will look nice. The first bracket, no need. Remember? This one, no need because we have a plus. This one, a minus, we must put a bracket here. Only this part here. But I put bracket for all, just it looks nice. So this is A, this is A. You see that one? A minus and plus. This is B, this is B. So the B, 1 minus 1 over x. And the A, 1 plus 1 over x. Just simplify. Simplify means take the bracket out. Here you have to change the sign. Minus with the 1 minus 1. Minus and minus plus 1 over x. This one, we have a plus, so we don't change the sign. So this one here, minus 1 plus 1, it's 0. They cancel. 1 over x, it's 2 over x. Here, minus 1 over x canceled. 1 plus 1 is 2. If you multiply 2 over x times 2, see this 2 over 1 here. So you multiply only numerator. 2 over 1. This one, 2 over 1. So 4 over x is the answer. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. Thank you very much.